Okay, let's continue and let's finish the head today. So what we need to do today, we need to finish our head. So let's sort this area first. Let's scale it, make it straight, give it a little curve. This will help the loops to go on. Next, we need to figure out where our head is. That's a solid straight here. We need to have a little curve in it. What I'll do, I'll just manually put some curve in it. Just a little bit. That should do the job. So what I did, I went to the top and gave it a little curve. The forehead can't be a straight, and we need to observe which loop is the most where the shape of the head is mainly changing, which is happening here. Let's have a look in the front view, and we need to spread the loops further as it goes towards back of the head. I'm using Control Shift to slide, so the curvature what I made just a while ago will maintain itself. Okay, not changing it a lot. So that should do the job. So I feel this is the loop where a lot of changing happening. I just need to keep it. The trick is to keep your vertices between every vertex has to be in the middle of the next one. Like this needs to be here. This is not possible, we can't put it here. So what we will do, we will put in another edge here. Most of the loops going to be arranged in that manner. We'll take another section for that. Okay, so we got a good forehead, what do you say, a forehead curve here. I'll let it go downward, create some sort of a pinch here. It will create, if it's not creating, and I'll just leave it for now and we'll go ahead. Okay, so I was talking where we should start extruding. I would say at this place it's majorly changing its position. I can have it here, this can be here and here. Okay, so I'll extrude from here. From here it's pretty much turned away, and I'll take this till the back of the head. So we have already extruded it, and that's a kind of a bug where you can't move it, you have to do some effort. It's not in every version. I'll just put one in the middle of the head and I'll keep maintain the curvature. This needs to go little back. That should do, this should do. I'll keep one here. This needs to go the center of the, this will merge here. Not this. Select the edges, extrude. Let's have it like somewhere around 45 degree. This will merge here, or we'll see where, but one needs to be here, which will decide our head curve. We'll extrude again, and from here will just match the every loop in the ear. Maybe we need one here. We can easily put one more loops in the ear. This is going good. This is supposed to be my last loop, which can be here. I'll just put more loops. So this is easy once you have roughly block out, or I mainly did the which part? The curve, the forehead. The curve I made here, it's been continued till the back. Although the skull is a bit different, it has a different anatomy, all the volume in the back. We'll do it in the last. Now let's figure out how to sort all the loops. So we can see, we can definitely bridge it. How many we can do? Let's see. So that will do pretty much. This can go a little backward to fill the volume. You always need to see in the 3D view and understand the volume. Okay. Now we can have another loop here. And this will do the bridge of this part. Okay, now this can go entirely upward. Let's have a look from another angle. This needs to go here, merge to center. This can go here. This can go. Well, I'll take this here and I'll take this here so it can merge right into this. This will come out. So right now I'm just trying to close this whole area, not thinking about anything. First thing, we need to make sure our loops are right. There is no pentagon, there is no triangle. And little bit of volume. Okay, this is going good. We need to have one loop here. Let's go to the side view. This can be like this, and we can have this here. So this will merge here. This can go somewhere, and this. Okay. So this will bridge here, this will bridge here. Bridge. Okay, this is pretty good. And this can go all the way to the top. This can go all the way to the top. This can go all the way to the top. This will be a quad. And we need one loop here which will go all the way to the back. So we're going to have more loops in the back of the head. So we need to make a space for it. Let's put a loop. Edge ring utilities, edge ring and split. I'm using control and right click. Once we do that, all I need to do is fill hole. It's a chord and it's a triangle. I'll still do a fill hole, and if I add a loop here, edge ring utilities, edge ring and split. Now it's a quad. Okay. So thing is done here, and what we need to do now? Just maintain the roundness of the shape of the head. Okay. If you press 4, these needs to go down. This can be a little up. And just we need to manage this. This can go up all the way. So the gap I was talking about, we just need to maintain it. Once we maintain that, our job is here done. Press 5. Now you can see it look like a box. We need to keep on giving it a volume. So this is how it goes. It goes straight up and take a turn from here. Not this one. Rest of the vertices. Okay, not bad. Let's have a look from here. So first let's assign the shaders. Assign existing material number 2, and let's try using edit edge flow. What it will do, it will adjust the loops kind of in shortcut. Edit edge flow. I don't want to disturb my loops around the area, eyebrow area. Okay, this can go like this, so we'll have a little roundness, and this loop can slide down. Edit edge flow. And if we use G, we can repeat the command. Slowly it's spreading out, and you can see we're trying to spread it evenly. We can add a loop here, but I'm not sure. I'll just keep it like this for now. If I press 3, it does look like a head. Okay, so now here this needs to go down. Okay, I'll take a vertex and I'll use soft selection. You need to press B and middle mouse drag, and I'll use this to narrow down the back of the skull. At the back of the skull or head, if you study the skull, you will see something like this. This will weld here, and this should goes here. I'll just do this. I'll also need to pull the entire flow this way. If I say perspective, press 5, this is supposed to go here, and this is supposed to create a gap between jaw and the neck. Something this much. If you see the reference, you can see the shadow being created here. So there has to be a gap between the jaw and the neckline. You can see it. It's getting there. Right. I got it right. So this needs to be further back. Okay, I'll go on and finish the jaw. And that will be for today. So we'll continue from here. Let's settle here. What we're gonna do? This much it can go. I'll just take one here, and this can go all the way to here. Let's take it here towards the end of the jaw. We're definitely going to need a loop here. We'll see how we're gonna put that. Let's look at from the front. This definitely needs to go like this. This needs to go like this. This needs to go like this. Everything needs to be under the chin. Somewhere here. Right? Press 5. This is as much as this much in the back. This is how we creating our depth of the jaw. Jaw is also a tricky part, one of the most understudied part. Even the expert and the professional used to do mistakes, basic mistakes I would say. Like you won't see the jawline in some characters, such kind of the mistakes. It's just not there. In some stylized tunic character, and we don't know what is wrong in it. Like something is wrong. We got that feeling, but we don't know what's wrong and why it's not looking very appealing. These are the one of the factor. Okay, we can just bridge from here to here. Now the next thing, we might gonna need another loop here which goes like this. Right now I don't think, I'll just go ahead and close the neck. And this is clearly not visible from the front. We'll just try to keep the flow properly. So basically it needs to go back in the x-axis. Okay, that should do it for now. 5. Okay, so next problem we see there's a lot of edges and we need to have another loop here in the jawline. What else? If you can make a triangle, we can solve it by adding a loop. What I will do, I will merge two loops. Let's say merge vertices to center. If you do this, we can add a loop here and it will automatically make a chord like this. Right? This way, we can have a little extra loop within the jawline. This will also reduce a total number of loop and give us an extra loop under the jaw. Definitely we're not going to be doing it like just putting it. We need to arrange a whole lot of vertices to make it look okay. But yeah, I always used to do, if you can see, there is a little depth in it. Sometimes we also used to move this loop from here to here if you need extra loop to create a prominent jaw. But in this case, seems okay, and this will also help to create a prominent jaw. So that should do for now. We can take it more further in the back, maybe here. I'll leave it for now. And I'll just continue this one here. It's an okay. So same thing, just a loop ahead. Now the rest of the work is easy. Let's select all, deselect what we don't need. I just extruded and I don't know what happened. Let's press 3. The extrusion is there, but something happened. Okay. If I press W, again it leaves the selection, but I got it. This needs to merge here, here like this. This is supposed to be here. This goes straight, and this here it goes. In perspective, we need to do it like this. And again, this needs to be a round shape. Keep on need to adjusting the neck. We will have a more time to fill the neck. Pretty good. And from here, we can just drag the entire neck, and that should do it. So the number of loop coming here is a lot. Just I would say too much for a basic, but we will reduce it the way we just reduced few. How many there are? Right now it's 22. I would say it's a lot. One can just bend from here, from tonsil, right, from tonsil to collarbone. One can also be bent somewhere from the center of the head. So let's say we lose 4, that's down to 18. And one maybe we can get rid of one any of this loop. Okay, right now we got the neck pretty much okay. This needs to be round from the front. Neck is way too far. It needs to be here. And this part is again the neck part is not matching. If you see it clearly, this is where our back of the neck is. We can have something this much. Okay, let's have a look from the front again. And this supposed to be here. Now it will do the rest. We just need to manage. We got a broad neck. One thing for sure. Okay, pretty much sorted. Most of the time reference doesn't really work properly. We need to do a lot of modification, and this needs to be somewhere here. That should do. If I press 5, we need to adjust to this volume. This much pretty much where it needs to be. These needs to be fixed. This is still not a round one. I'll just go around and spend some time, make it a little rounder shape. For now, if you just look around, you can see the jaw has been created. This area needs some work, but we don't have a holding edges here. This will improve itself, and this is going pretty good. that still looks like a box a little. I'll spend a little time, give it a round shape. What we need to do, just need to make sure this look like a skull, a head. Might need to pull some references. We are right now going without a reference. This has came up pretty much okay, but this needs to be worked. I'll just take a little time and match little bit here, little bit there. It's like a touch and something for like volume. This is way too much. Don't be a mega mind. You can see there is a volume being arise at the back of the ear. It actually happens. Okay, pretty good. And this point is creating a dent, which is common. The only solution is as much as the density is low, this won't create a lot of trouble. But if you keep it as very close to rest of the loops, it's gonna create a lot of problem. Okay, so we can stop here now. Let's continue in the next class and we'll do the cavity. Okay.